both of you.
Yeah. It's going to be cool. Going to be cool. Very cool. I'll just say hello to YouTube and I'll be back in 2 very quick seconds just because I'm recording it and it's live. No problem. Sorry, mate. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all going extremely well. Sorry, I was on Discord. Let me pull up the main screen here. Hi everybody, hope you're all going well. This is all being recorded on YouTube for everybody to see. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen here. There you go. Okay. Sorry, MK V666. Yeah, we were just talking about some of the updates on Discord, and as I'm streaming at the same time, I thought I'd say hello to everybody. Yes, so yeah, well, as I was saying, I think that everybody can hear everything now. I think it's all good. I think the music is off, hopefully, so cool.
We can hear you, but we cannot see the screen on Discord.
Thank you very much. Cheers, lad. You're my hero. Right, let me share this full screen because sometimes we go off the tab. There we go. Right, that should be good.
Hi everyone.
Hi Steve, how you going, mate? Nice to see you. How's things going? Right.
He has a mic, as he said.
He has a mic issue. Oh, okay, a mic issue. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because his last message. Right, okay, so we'll wait normally for a couple of people to come in. I'll just go through the disclaimer and all that whilst we're waiting. Hi to everybody on YouTube. This is being recorded on YouTube as always for being able to go back and see afterwards. Hi devs, hi everybody on YouTube, thanks for the messages. Right. So it's going to be recorded on YouTube. I'm very sorry for not being here much last week. Had a couple of issues, got a bit sick and things like that, and trying to get everything up to date. I've been in appointments after appointments after appointments, trying to build some partnerships as such for the DaviddTech members. Things that I think you will all find quite good and interesting, which I'm going to present most of them, well, not most of them, parts of them today in the stream. Lots of free stuff for everybody, so that's cool, and lots of hopefully free stuff that will be interesting to most of us. As always, not in the slightest trading guru, just here trying to debunk the markets using code and math and now some AI and all of that kind of stuff. Please forward test, back test all trading strategies before using them. It's on you. Please do your back testing as much as possible. First of all, welcome to everybody. We're not so many this morning in Discord. If you are on YouTube and want to come and chat, you can come in and chat anytime inside Discord. There we go. Got a couple more people joining at the moment. Yeah, come in and chat. I do this every week. Didn't make last week, unfortunately, but we do it most weeks to come and chat about the trading strategies and go through some of the ideas that I've had during the week. And hopefully we're going to start, well, we are starting to see other speakers as well, like Kevin Davey is going to be coming this month again, and a couple of others that I'm going to go through in a minute. If you're on Discord, please don't hesitate to interrupt at any time. It's all part of the fun, answering questions. So I'll get on with some of the updates, and if you have any questions as we go along, please don't hesitate to interrupt at any time. Right, okay. So I've been working on lots of stuff, mainly organizing and getting everything so it's easy to find. Lots of new partnerships, Botify, working on the one, updating Trigger Trade, new website so you can find things, like I said, partnerships, and trying to build some ideas so that we can work so that I can try and go back to coding as new strategies, but offer more qualitative strategies than quantity. So maybe going through some ideas once a day, like it says here, every day doing a trading strategy and then optimizing it in a new feed or something like that. So anyway, so I'll go through very quickly the boilerplate and its updates very quickly because I've coded at number 5, finished pretty much coded 5. 4 was 4. It was like I said, my window is not the best of tries, wasn't the best of updates. Gone over to started building 5 and pretty much completed most of the new updates on there. For anybody who had the most recent update, you might have seen that I've started adding things like DCA. So you can now DCA into a position. Works in the same way as Trigger Trade. You can add safety orders at certain percentages after, and then I'll add your stop loss after that. Also added inversed DCA into it so that if you're on a MACD crossover, for instance, and the MACD continues to cross over in a positive way, you can continue scaling in as the price goes up if you're in a long. Just a different way of trading. For me, it's worth backtesting. It may be a terrible idea, but it's worth backtesting. When we started up DaviddTech, there was a couple of other algo traders out there that said that their trading strategy worked extremely well doing that. I wasn't particularly into it myself, as I feel as though your stop loss doesn't move, so it's giving you a bigger stop loss as the price, your position grows. But it is worth backtesting, so you'll be able to backtest it now inside of David AI, and I'd love to be proven wrong, which I have found a strategy recently, which seems to be quite good on Invest DCA. Marco, hi Marco, how are you going? Looks like several tool tips I've in 5. Yes, I'm trying to, Marco, build, you'll see in a minute, a full documentation for every part of the boilerplate. There isn't much space in these dots, although there will be a link to each of them. I'll show you in a minute the actual the website that I've built with William, and it has documentation. It has video courses on every part of the boilerplate and loads of other things. Is there any news about David AI? It's on open source inside of GitHub at the moment. We've had a couple of people testing, also trying another way with the baby AGI, David, which looks very much in the same sort of way as, I can't remember the name, capitalize.ai, I think it is, as a name, kind of inspired by their concepts, but building strategies using that. Then we have any updates on which strategies you run. I'm going to go through that afterwards. I'm starting to add some more signals. Yeah, they are signals, I guess, really. It's not something that I like to do because I prefer to go through these things and help everybody find their best settings. But yeah, they are signals, I guess, as in the one. So I'll be adding more settings to the one. I'll go through in a minute. I found quite a few interesting things, including a high frequency trading bot, which is going to be higher risk because it's on extremely low time frames, second time frames. I've deep back tested it. I've had it going for a little while on connected to Pinex and to Bybit, and today it's had 5 trades and 4 of them have been profitable. So it seems quite good, but I'll show you in a minute in the rest of the presentation. I just don't like giving shit out to everybody, excuse my language, but I don't like to give out bad strategies. I also done a lot of copy trading and found out from other algo traders, and there's absolutely tons of rubbish out there, and I just don't want to destroy people's accounts. So yeah, I'm adding what I consider good, and hopefully, obviously I can't predict the future, so I don't know, but obviously I'm trying to offer the best possible strategies. Without the numbers, they probably won't even look. I mean, my trading strategy on Binance, for example, is like the 30th ranked trading strategy on Binance, which is the one. But I've got lots of other trading strategies that I'm following through the copy trading, and mine still is, for me, one of the more profitable ones. Anybody using the DYDX exchange? Absolutely, we've got some news about that as well. That I'll talk about in a minute for you, Mr. Case. So, yes, okay. Right. So I'll go through the boilerplate extremely quickly because it's probably the least interesting news, although there's lots of things that have added to it. Started building things that's really it. It's the DCA, and I've made it really fast. Well, really fast, a lot faster than what it was. Added if statements everywhere, so it removes lots of sections of code if they're not activated and things like that. So it's really much faster than what it was for optimizing, which is cool. Yeah, so those kind of things, removed any bugs, added the margin hashtags in several different ways now, because with a couple of systems it works, like Alertatron, I believe, on some of them. Didn't work on Trigger Trade, so everything's now updated and working. Okay, yep, so that's cool. Right, there. What's the best strategy to get started? The best strategy to get started, if you don't want to do any settings, would be the one. I'm adding a couple of other setups, as you can see here. This is part of the one as well. No, this is the one. David AI, this one here, which seems to be quite good. Adding this one here, which works on, as you can see on the drawings here, it works on the McGinley, but I've added these bands around it to be able to build a McGinley channel. Works in the same sort of way as the Bollinger bands, and work that out. Also working, as this one's called, David AI, working on a way of integrating Botify into an AI neural network, which I'll talk about in a minute as well, which is potentially a good idea as well. Right, there's loads of spam on YouTube. If anybody's, please be careful. I'm not offering 0.1 BTC. If I'm doing a competition, I'd at least make it worthwhile. Right. Right, off we go. Bug fixing much faster, more stats. Yeah, there's more stats in the side here. There's things like the adjusted Sortino. There's things like that all in the side here that weren't there before. A load more extra stats for anybody looking for more confirmation in their trading strategies. Like I said, the one, as I was saying earlier, I don't want to give rubbish setups. Well, not rubbish, because I don't believe that any of them are rubbish. Everybody's trying to find, but I don't want to give something that's potentially overfitted to everybody and lose 30-40% of your accounts. Like I said, been testing lots of other people's strategies and things like that recently, and unfortunately a lot of them are overfitted, so you have to be careful. I have to be careful what I give you guys. So I've been working on forward testing them all, and I'll be adding some new setups to the one this week, over the full part of this month. I've got loads of different ways of trading the Wada Utter, because it seems to be Wada Utter, which seems to be very good. Lots using different ways of identifying the trend. The Wada Utter plus the DaviddTech trading indicators down here. Have I got this one? Did I click on the right one? Yeah. The flat market, for example. Well, the volume flow wasn't me, but the flat market and that seem to work extremely well together. So we've got quite a few good setups on that one. Seems to be the largest decentralized exchange for future setups, DaviddTech. Yes. It seems very good. It seems good. I've got somebody in who's going to come, who's doing arbitrage trading on it. He's going to come in and talk to us. I'll speak about that in a minute. He also has kind of partnerships, I believe, with where he's kind of talking to them as a company. So DaviddTech is very interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much that for the one. Like I said, I've got the high frequency trading bot, which I'm going to talk about down here. It works on very, very low time frames, and as you can see, it's getting lots of there's small numbers of trades, because obviously it's an extremely small time frame. But on deep backtesting, it seems to be very good as well. I'm live backtesting and have been for a while on it, and like I said this morning, I've had 5. They're small trades, extremely small trades. I mean, it's 0.7% take profits. It works with DCA, so the position is taken using low time frames, where second time frames, 30 second to 45 second, 1 minute time frames. It looks on the glass node and the into block the on chain. If you go to here and you go to, oh, sorry. If you go here, you can see that we have some on-chain data here. It takes some data from the Glassnode here, Glassnode data, to find out if the number, I think it's not the number of wallets, it's the capital on the daily. Then it goes away and looks for elephant bars. We're also looking for a small ABC pattern to start DCAing in as it breaks back above that ABC pattern, and it starts DCAing in as it goes below the C, and it seems to be, like I said, working quite good as a mix on a very low time frame. It's something that I'm going to be testing. I'll make it available to everybody else who wants to test. Like I said, it says at the top it's high risk because it's on such a low time frame. So just be careful. It's one of my first attempts on such a low time. Well, it's not my first attempt, but it's probably about the third or fourth attempt. But they're hard to keep profitable. So if you're looking for something that could make a profit maybe in a short time and you have to re-optimize maybe or something like that, certainly is, I think, worth looking at the moment. That was the one, Marco, that I shared the screenshots that you said you are interested in looking at, which I will make available to everybody. Okay, back up I go. I don't know if anybody's got any. David announced the new exchange. We need a referral links, you guys. Makes money on trades. Hey, dog. Yeah. We're integrating new exchanges. William's going to talk about them later on, or in his live streams. We've got new exchanges coming. Let me go over here. There's OKX. William's got OKX, BitGet, and Fairdesk integrated. I will look at DYDX as well to see if we can't integrate that, as it's a decentralized exchange. It makes it a bit harder for us to be able to use it. I'm not sure how you could do it with the API keys, but I do have, like I said, somebody who's a bit of an expert in Python coming in, which I'll show you in a second. Right, okay, so let me move over here. We've got boilerplate, the one, Botify. Okay, Botify. This is something that I think will make some people happy. It certainly makes me happy because it's made my life a lot easier. Botify, TradingView had a recent update which allows us, if I pull up Botify, to have multiple entries for longs. So we can now, oh, that's not the right one here. I need to add, where are they gone? Volume, just give me 2 seconds. What am I doing? This is not the right update, is it? Got the wrong one. Must be the one below it. That's better. Okay. So now we can have multiple indicator sources, which we couldn't before. It was only one indicator that we could use inside of TradingView, inside of Botify. So it made it a bit hard to be able to do longs and shorts and choose different indicators for each and every one. So now, I don't know why, but the powers of TradingView have been listening to us, and we can now add a different indicator for each and every one, for the long, for the short, for the exit as well. So that makes everything a lot better, because we can now add maybe a green dot for inside of Botify, if you're using Market Cipher or something like that, or Lux Algo going below their lower band for a long, and then an upper band for the short. So you can have a different one, and now you can also add it so that when it if you're looking for a mean reversion, you can force it to exit. There's a force exit bar here. You can force it to exit if we go across that middle bar, the middle line. For instance, if you're using this one here, if you're trying to get in an entry here for a long, you could set Botify up to detect that red line there, and then you can exit on the yellow line, and the other way around for a short. So that means you can even use multiple indicators. There may be even a way, I just thought as I was talking about it, of us kind of removing this for confirmation. I can remove these drop down, and or we could leave it and add another couple of boxes here where we could have some extra confirmation from other indicators. So you could have things like any indicator, another ADX that you found, and you'd want it to be above a certain level. You'll be able to choose that there as well. That's something that would be pretty cool as well. So you could have like 10 different indicators inside one trading strategy and not code a single line of that trading strategy. This is going to become almost build your own strategy, which is pretty cool, and you'll be able to use as many indicators as you've got on your chart. So it's great news from TradingView. So that was the news.
Oh my God.
Yes. I was hoping that was going to make you happy. Yeah. When I saw it come up, I was coding something else, and I thought there was 2 drop downs on it, and I saw, hold on a second, we can add now 2 of these sources. So that means we can add 5. So I went straight away, and I thought, right, okay, we'll add 5, and then I add the whatever it was 4 on here at the moment. And then I just thought, whilst I was talking, we could add like a couple more here to add more confirmation. So you can add the indicators that you were talking about easily.
Yeah, that would be great. And you know what? I also would you be able to implement the confirmation long? How can I say it? Values. You know how you choose the value of the confirmation long per one in the one tab per se. Would you be able to also do that for the start long deal and forced exit long deal? So I can plot per se a number 1 or a number 2, and I can choose a value just like you did in the alt Botify update.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes. I can see what you're saying. Yeah. I'll add that, no problem whatsoever. This is going to become a long box, but I think it'll be worth it. Yeah, definitely I can do that.
For sure, because this provides us with insane flexibility. If you add that, we will be able to basically do everything. Like even with a single indicator, that's possible. But if it's like multiple inputs, that gets insane. Really,
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Absolutely, it means that you can add the ATRs for your stop loss and take profits or whatever you want, or you can build your own trading strategy just with drop downs. There we go. I've got another entry. So you'll be able to build pretty much any trading strategy from anything that's on your charts. As before, we were pretty limited. There's another one. So yes, it is. I think it's got huge potential. Huge potential.
Yeah, for sure. And if anybody is listening that's not like a developer, I had no idea how to write a single line of code maybe 4 or 5 months ago. And right now, with the current update of Botify, I've managed to build like 5, maybe 6 profitable strategies. And I'm not a developer. So for anybody out there that wants to put his logic down and automate it and backtest it and trade it automatically, that's for you guys. It's amazing. David, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you very much. No, it's very much thanks to the enthusiasm that you gave me back to look back into it. Thank you very much. I'm very happy that I got back into this part of the project. It's cool. It's very cool. And the new updates, I don't know, like I said, if they are watching, it would be nice if they are at TradingView, but it's strange that we were only talking about it like 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden we've got an update, so that's really cool. So that's
amazing.
Yeah. That's Botify's update. Let me have a look. We've got Marco that says, we also share the settings of the strategies you added into the one. Sure. Let me have a look. The problem is, Marco, this is what I said to Steve. I can only share them as copy and paste because it's a really old setup, the one that I've got on the screen at the moment. These ones I'll share. The other one is a really old setup, so it won't be something you have to manually copy and paste in because I haven't got the Excel spreadsheet anymore. I have no idea where it is. That's why I'm moving over to sharing them on this website here. So we've got more of a place where we can find things. Okay, so blimey, my computer's gone slow. Also thought that was meant to be the other way around. I thought also of now that we can add this into I don't know if everybody knows the neural network trading strategy on TradingView. It was very popular at some point of time. I was thinking maybe we could build some kind of Botify where you can choose your own indicators and then add some weights to those indicators, and then build your own sort of AI, if you will. It's not real AI. It's very simplified way of using a neural network. I mean, it's lots of if statements and things like that. So nothing really that AI-ish, but you'll be able to choose like 10. You add to your chart 10 indicators to TradingView, and then you'll be able to build your own sort of like neural network, and you put weights on it. It's this one here. I think most people know it anyway, but let me put it up. I think it's here. Let me try and pull this
Would
up
it be something like the one, like with thresholds?
Yes, exactly, Vlad, exactly. Yeah, let me go to
All
it.
members here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me find it on TradingView very quickly. There was one that was there a long time ago. Neural network TradingView. Can I find it? Where is it? Can't find it on TradingView, unfortunately. Yeah, it's very much like the old the one, as Vlad said, where you sort of weight, you give weights to each of them. So, for instance, if you consider that an RSI is considered a very powerful indicator, and a MACD a little bit less, give more weight to the RSI and less to the MACD, just by giving it points, and then you give it a threshold of like 10, and if there's 10 points made by the indicators, so the RSI is bullish and the MACD is bullish and something else is bullish, and they all equal 10 points, that means that it will take a trade. There was a guy in here a long time ago who used the neural network and made loads of great setups with it, and that was on fixed indicators. Now, if we take some of the premium indicators, like I keep saying market cipher, I'm not saying it, it's just the one that comes up to mind every time. If we can use those, the wave crossover plus the money flow index that he uses, plus adding Lux Algo's indicators, plus another indicator from somewhere else that you feel that might mix up together well, and then use a neural network to be able to choose which ones create an entry. It could be potentially something that would be quite good for taking entries, and also you can optimize it in your own way and building your own strategy. So it's not something that will be wick hunted, if I will, because you'll be the only one using it. So maybe something that we could build together with Botify, something that I'd started to try and code a bit this morning, because I only come up with it this morning, to be honest. I only found out about this update about 48 hours ago. So just some of the ideas that I've had with the new update from TradingView. Okay. Partnerships that come into DaviddTech. Like I said, I tried to find the best of the best. I'm trying to go for, before I was trying to provide loads of indicators, loads of strategies, so that everybody could sort of like find their own strategies and things like that. I'm trying to find the best traders, algo traders, the courses that I've done that I know, trying to get those kind of people in to get some free content for you guys. So I've got, obviously, as most people know, Kevin Davey, who's a champion trader, algo trader, who's been in once. He's going to be coming back monthly, talking about his trading strategies, the indicators he used, the strategies he builds, more towards commodities and FOREX and things like that. But certainly his knowledge is adaptable to the DaviddTech community. So that kind of thing. We got him coming in. Sorry, not thing, but he's coming in once a month. I think in the calendar he's already booked in. I'm not sure, but he's got a date in for the end of this month. You'll be able to also go over to the DaviddTech community, which I'm releasing on a Friday this week, and you'll be able to see the previous recordings with him there. You'll be able to see some interviews and some other things in there as well. I've also been talking to Sean from Crypto Wizard. Sean is one of the nicest people I've met in a long time. Not that everybody in here isn't, but he's an extremely pleasant bloke. He's built his life around helping people inside of crypto, trying to help building Python scripts and doing pairs trading. Pairs trading, if you don't know, is I've spoken about it a couple of times in this group. You take, for instance, I'll make it simpler, but here's strategy. You take, to explain, for instance, let's say you take Ethereum and Bitcoin. You know that they generally move in the same kind of direction. Let's say that you put a Bollinger Band onto to Bitcoin and a Bollinger Band onto Ethereum. If Ethereum is up at the top band and BTC is at the bottom band, you take a long on BTC and a short on Ethereum, hoping that they'll both mean revert into to that mean in the middle, and obviously exiting at that point. That was a terrible explanation of what pairs trading is, but if you're part of the DaviddTech group, you now have access to a full course on. Sorry about that, my phone's ringing. You now have a full course, which is free to everybody inside of the DaviddTech, on pairs trading and setting up your own bot on DYDX, which goes through absolutely everything from A to Z of setting up. Sorry, my phone was ringing. Yeah, so you'll be able to set up a bot from A to Z, install it on AWS, connect it to Telegram, as you can see. It goes through absolutely everything to do with pair trading. It's arbitrage trading as well, known as arbitrage trading as well. From the very, very basics of setting up MetaMask, setting up your API inside of DYDX. If you don't know what DYDX is, DYDX exchange, it's a decentralized exchange. It's this one here. And it's low on fees. They're very, very small amount of leverage. I mean, it does 3x leverage, I think, if I remember rightly. But for pairs trading, might be enough. Sean also is going to be coming in once a month to do a live stream to give some extra tips and tricks and some of his hidden secrets about pairs trading. Like I said, and he's an extremely pleasant guy. And he wants the best I believe he wants the best for everybody. So I'm very happy that he's going to be part of our community. So yeah, so they're the kind of things. That's why I've kind of not been too much in Discord. I've just been trying to build all of these networking and relationships that I can offer as much as I possibly can to everybody. All of this, what I consider wonderful information for you guys to be able to set up different kinds of bots and diversify your portfolios. So this website, david.tech, will be available as of Friday to everybody. Yeah, it was one of my next slides anyway, I believe. Let me go through. We've also got Pinex, who's going to be live streaming and doing some TA for us. I'll just go through these so I can get through very quickly. Also, there's a lady called Chloe who's does a free newsletter. It's also a paid and premium newsletter about financial books. In exchange for me recoding her books into voice using AI, she's giving us all access to her financial section of books. She worked for Headway. Headway is a summary books. It costs, I think it's like $14 a month, where they go through summaries of books and things like that. Chloe's doing her own version of it for a newsletter, and thanks to the kind of partnership that I built with that as well, you'll be getting financial books. They're very good. I mean, some of the books, like this one here, was one of the first ones she did, which is Jim Simmons. So what they do is she reads the books and then just gives you a summary and the most important information in like 8 episodes of what the book's about, and then if you decide that you really want to go and read it, you can go and read it. It just means that you've been able to get a bit of a summary of the book and what it's about, and it's all to do with algo trading, and financial books in general. So she's also going to be part of the community as well. Her first language isn't English, that's why she doesn't do the podcast herself. So she's also going to be part of the group as well. So look forward to meeting her and bringing you even more information about quantitative trading. And then we go over to the new site, which there we go. So I'm trying to build this website. It starts off with this over here. Let me pull this over here very quickly. David, make sure it's all not logged in with credentials and things like that. Changing the home page across to this thing here. This isn't the important bit anyway. Let me go over here. Right, so the old website is pretty much the same as this new website. You've got add your strategies up the top here, but I've got a kind of a member section. Now this isn't in the slightest to take over Discord. I'm just looking to reorganize the things from Discord here so you can find them easy. Because we've had loads of like deals and free stuff that I've set up with everybody, but they're just lost in nowhere. Things like deals with Kevin, the free access to Vector BT, which we've sponsored them, but obviously it's got a bit lost in the Discord, so it's a bit hard to find. Everybody part of DaviddTech gets free access to Vector BT, which I can't remember, but I think it's about like $50 a month. So yeah, you've got obviously Sean, who's given his course over here, and then you've got some of the tools, links to tools, my indicators. You've got the recordings and live streams, so you can find them much easier. The giveaways, the TA recordings. You've got the lessons that I did for the Optimiser, Pine script, the Boiler 101. This is what I was talking about. I forgot I was on camera. There's me scratching away my head. The boilerplate 101, books, PDFs. I've tried to find all the information that we've built over the years, resources. Trigger Trade have gone through, William's gone through and built documentations for every part of the trigger trade here, all of the placeholders, so that there's no confusion, because trigger trade was built for specific reasons, and that is to set the stop loss and trade stop loss and take profits into one single alert, meaning some things like the potential of the inverse DCA may not be possible inside of trigger trade, but it will be written here if it isn't, and you'll know what trigger trade can and can't do, and that means that you either have the choice to adapt the strategy to what you're trading, or you can. There's plenty of other options out there that don't offer. But I don't take down credentials, or I don't want to store any credentials, so obviously there's some kinds of limitations. So anything that's limited will be here. There's me moving everything around. You've got Botify the lab. I'm going to start building more videos around Botify. I'm going to be debunking live trading strategies using Botify once a week on YouTube, because I think it's a great idea, especially as what we discussed earlier. You can see David AGI, where there's discussions about that. I forgot to add David.ai. I will add that as well. The top trader signal that I spoke about as well. Suggest a bug, report a bug, suggest bugs, ideas, and things like that. So it's just a much easier way of finding everything. It's pretty static, so everything that's like conversation will continue here on Discord. But if you're looking for easy information, I will continue to build partnerships with as many other algo traders as I possibly can, to give as many free courses as well as I can, so that you guys, like I said, get the information that's out there. I know that Sean has some absolutely wonderful information. I know that Kevin Davey has some absolutely amazing information. So I do look forward to both of them being part of the community as well. Cool. I talked quite a lot there. Sorry.
Site looks great, David.
Thank you. Thanks, mate. Cheers. I'm glad to get a bit more organization. And for anybody who's looking for a different way of trading, I really do suggest doing the pairs trading course. It's quite intense, it's quite long, and it's in Python. But it certainly, I've done it. I've done all of Sean's courses, but it certainly is worth looking at. And it's included in the subscription, and it's subscription anyway, so why not? Eh? Okay. Has anybody got any questions? that I can answer, maybe. Anything?
Sure, I got a quick
Yes.
question for you.
Sure.
If I'm interested in using data like the one that the guys from HighBlock are providing,
Yes.
would you mind going back to the site and directing me to which part of the website is something useful that I might start researching in order to achieve that as an end result?
Okay. Currently inside of TradingView, there is no real high block information. You have got some information from Glassnode and into what have I got here? Oh, I've got closed. Let me go over here very quickly. If you go up to here in the pairs, you can actually. Maybe we should add this into Botify as well. You can actually add the information from places like Glassnode. If you search for on-chain, you've got some on-chain data here, like the addresses that are made and things like that. And you can actually use that information in a trading strategy. Now, it's not something I've done before until recently. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, I started looking at this, and it as crypto traders, it should, I think, be part of one of our edges at least, because it's not the kind of information you get elsewhere. So a number of like new wallets and things like that, you can get and pull that information in. So you can pull those ones in. Unfortunately, as I said, HighBlock aren't on there at the moment, but you do have Glassnode and into the block.
And are you aware if there's like a way, because the data that I'm referring to is not
Yes.
like on-chain data, it's
Yeah.
data from exchanges, like per se from Bybit. So something that I found extremely useful for my low time frame strategies is per se the speed of tape. And that's something that I can directly get from a Bybit API using some sort of software like ExoCharts or ADAS or something like that. So I saw something on the site that is like a course on Python. So if I want to do that, is it like a good place to start? Like start maybe learning some Python? I don't know. Just I want to. The end goal is to achieve that, to be able to use that data, but I really don't know how to do it. So basically, that's my question. How would you go for basically being able to use that data in an automated strategy?
Okay, if I was going away and trying to learn today, the most important thing I'd do is subscribe for a pro account on ChatGPT, and I would literally ask exactly the question that you've given, because I have been looking into it as well, and it gives great examples of Python code that you could use for learning how to use Python. Now, yeah, exactly what you said. The best way to do that is through Python, as far as I'm concerned. Python is an easy-ish language to learn. If you want to pull data from HighBlocks or from Glassnode or from any other of these providers, or directly from the exchange, if you know what you're looking for, you might as well get it directly from the exchange as well. HighBlock offers some extra indicators, so if you're looking for those indicators, definitely go for them or another one. Get it directly from the exchange and just literally ask ChatGPT to build you a simple code and then explain it, because it certainly for me seems to be very good at teaching code, and Python's the way forward.
Yeah, but the idea would be to basically build an indicator per se in Python and then feed the data from that indicator to TradingView, because that indicator is going to get its data from the Bybit API. They provide it. I can use it with other softwares. But in order for me to be able to use that in TradingView and plug it into Botify, I need to build an indicator in Python. Is that the way?
It's not possible, unfortunately. The only thing that I could think of being able to do is maybe build a Chrome plugin, but actually putting data from a third-party exchange and then put it into TradingView is not possible.
Okay,
So
so the
you're probably
best route to go would be to basically build a strategy directly on Python and use
absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
Okay.
Kill the middleman of TradingView, unfortunately, and go directly for Python. Yes, that would be the best idea. You could probably be able to. You might be able to. If you're really looking to use TradingView, maybe build yourself a TradingView indicator that sends a signal to a Python script, and that Python script can then verify the on-chain data or the other tape data that you were talking about earlier. It can verify that before taking a trade. That may be a way of doing it, but may make your trades a lot slower.
Oh, okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I see that we have some great guests coming up. I'll be
Yeah,
asking them the same question. Let's see how they do it, because I'm pretty sure that lots of people do that, but I just don't know how.
sure.
So I would love to keep in touch about that topic, and we can. I'm sure we can find some developers that can do that for us. If I cannot do it, because as I said, I'm not one. But let's ask them. Let's see which is the best way to go and keep in touch. And I'm sure we can get some crazy results out there with that type of data. It's extremely useful.
Totally. I've totally myself want to get in here, like I keep saying, to code as much as possible. I'm trying to, like I said earlier, trying to go a bit, get questions answered and code at the same time. That way I can continue coding and answer anybody's questions and be on here as much as possible. Uh, and people like Sean. Sean's an excellent Python coder and instructor as well. He's very good at teaching Python. So yeah, definitely ask him. I'm
Okay,
sure he'll
cool.
answer no
Thank you.
problem. No problem. Okay, so there's that part there. I've pretty much gone through most things, I think. Partnerships. So this, like I said, is going to be launched on Friday with the new website and things like that. So you'll get access to all of that on Friday. There's another tool that I built as well, I spoke about, which is based on the winrate.io. If I can find the link somewhere here. Testing.trade, there it is. This website here, testing.trade. Now, I spoke to Joel a long time ago and brought some of the API connections off of him. I built this thing here, which allows you to do the same thing as testingtrade.io, but instead of just once, you can set up the number of runs. So if you wanted to run it 7 times, it can run 7 times in one go and give you an average, very much like the Monte Carlo simulator. Allows you to simulate, which means that instead of having one single bar on your chart, you can see if really a 60% win rate with, let's put 10x leverage there, would run that well, or would destroy your account in 95% of the cases and only once be good for you. So if I take this up to something like 4% and we give it a 70% win rate, should give us a much more of an up curve. But anyway, yeah, so gives us a more of an idea. I need to make that chart a lot bigger so we can see it a bit better. But yeah, just means that you can run it loads more times and see whether or not it is potentially profitable. Just another sort of idea that I threw out there and thought it'd be a good idea to have as a tool for all of us. That was just one of them, and then I'll keep going down here. Yeah, like I said earlier, I've got loads more courses coming. I've got the Pine Script for beginners, which is part of the new website. Got Algo trading for beginners, which is really currently only the videos that I did about the things that I found, which like high Kanashi candles and things like that you have to avoid and things like that. So it's much easier for everybody. Trigger.trade, as I said earlier, has 3 new exchanges. Well, there's 4 new exchanges been added to it. Well, they're added, ready to go. They're currently being beta tested. If anybody's interested in beta testing with William, please get in touch with William. So we've got Barget, Buyget, OKX, Fairdesk, and the Binance, which has been recoded so that we can support it better. They're all being beta tested at the moment. If you're interested in beta testing with William, please get in touch with him, and he will add you to the situation. I think that he just sent me a message. I'm not sure. There's a couple of messages here. Hi, Sleepy. Somebody said that they haven't had much luck with DYDX because of the high slippage. Yeah, okay. Okay, there seems to be... When will the new website be available? The new website is available as of Friday this week. Thanks, David. Any updates about the Optimiser results channel? The files missing info. Let me check. I thought I updated it. It should have. I'll just have a look on the website and see if it has it, because I haven't been back to Google recently to check. Let me have a look to make sure that I uploaded it. So I remember we fixed it. What screen am I on? That's all right. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just going on the other screen so that I can log into Google to see what version we're on. See if I did upload it.
Password's 123.
Thanks, Will. Man.
That's my revenge for you doing it last time.
Right. Marco, what version are you on? Because I have version which has been accepted, version 1.48. That seems like that was a while ago. I'm not sure. 1.48. Now, like I said, I haven't been on it for a while because there haven't been no problems, so I don't know if I may not have uploaded the most recent version. Just see if Marco replies. 1.48 is the most recent version. I'm not sure whether I uploaded the most the update for that, Marco. So it's definitely been done. If you're on 1.48, it means that I haven't uploaded it. I need to upload it, and I'll upload it this evening for everybody. Cool. Right. Does anybody have any questions that I can answer? Maybe.
As far as exchanges and the coming Bybit KYC verification,
Yes.
are you guys changing the way you trade, or are you going to go to a different exchange? And what about that? Like, what's your take on that?
I'm currently just trying to provide the access to other exchanges to other people. I understand that there is no need for, but not everybody wants to use a KYC. And we've seen, obviously, there's quite a few people. There's some people that are moving. They are filling out the requirements. There's some people that aren't. So personally, I had to find when we put on trigger trade as one of the drop downs in the drop down list, we had to fill out the KYCs anyway. So it doesn't really affect my trading situation myself. But I understand, like I said, we're in crypto. It seems a bit strange, so I understand that not everybody wants to. So we're looking for other partners, partners, then the people to integrate. I'll integrate anybody into Trigger Trade. If people are using it, we're integrating it, no problem. Fairdesk, we decided to integrate because they were part of that you could use in the US. BitGet, we were integrating because lots of people said they were using it, but I believe that they also require a KYC. I'm not sure. OKX was the same situation. It was just lots of people were asking about it inside Discord. If anybody else wants me to integrate any other ones, we'll quite happily do it. Sorry.
How about any featured brokers like Ninja Trader, Interactive Brokers, or Trade of 8, or there's another one that's like become really popular that has an open API as well. I can't remember the name.
Interactive
Brokers. DM them over.
Yeah, Be directly with William. Interactive brokers and things like that are pretty much all integratable directly into TradingView without having to use the middleman service. They're very so. That was one of the reasons that we didn't look at those NinjaTrader and things like that. I haven't looked at myself really to integrate, but I enjoy the challenge. If there's enough people that wants me to integrate them, I certainly will look at them. Yeah, no problem. I'll do some kind of survey to find out if there's enough people that want me to look into that kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
Just on a side note, for anybody which is validating KYC on Bybit, as soon as KYC is validated, check your derivatives portal account to make sure hedge mode is still enabled. I've had a couple of supports for users which have been having issues with Trigger Trade bots, where after the KYC's validation, they've been switched back over to one-way mode instead of hedge mode.
Okay, thanks, Will. Yes, the only real alternative in the long run is to find alternatives like DYDX, which are much more decentralized. I'll have a look at personally seeing how you can integrate them. They don't, like I said, offer the same sort of leverage as the other ones, as Bybit and others. They also the signals are much slower, but that's something we can also talk to Sean about next week or in the upcoming weeks, because he's got a lot of experience working with DYDX. So maybe it's potentially something, and the fees are like next to nothing if you're a retail trader. So worth looking at as well. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try
more
like
question, David.
sure. Hi.
Are you also looking to integrate brokers where you can trade like different markets and indices and not just Bitcoin and altcoins?
Yes, absolutely. One of the reasons that I was very interested in partnering with Kevin David is he offers something completely different to the group. Kevin David doesn't trade Bitcoin at all. He uses TradeStation to create his algorithms. Personally, I don't have a lot of experience. I didn't feel as though it was my place to talk about those kind of things in the group. So I asked Kevin if he would come in and do a monthly live stream with everybody. Yeah, so that's my first steps into it. As we go along, hopefully I'll be able to build some of the algorithms that we've got that could potentially work into other TradeStation, and maybe use it for FOREX and things like that.
There is one exchange, I've never used it, but it's always used by Trader XO. It's called Prime XBT. I think they do also Forex and indices and such markets.
Absolutely, very true, very, very true. There was quite a few people at the beginning when we did DaviddTech that was using it. I'll have a look. Thank you very much. I totally forgot about contacting them. Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thanks to you. Yeah. They reached out to us when we were like only a couple of maybe 4 or 5 months into DaviddTech, and yeah, I totally forgot all about them. Yes. Okay.
Well,
William.
if you can also get Trader XO maybe to come into the group, I think this would also be a huge boost, because from all the YouTubers, he seems to be the only one who actually knows what he's talking about. He's also looking at different markets and different. Well, he really knows what he's talking about, I think, with the general stock market.
Okay, it cut off when you said his name. It was Trader XL, did you say?
Yeah, Trader XO. I'll pull out the YouTube channel and I'll link, send it to you and to Vladimir.
Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. We're also trying to get into, well, Vlad's been trying to talk to a couple of other traders like Trader Tom. Now, this isn't in the slightest promising or anything, but we're reaching out to other traders as well to see if we can. Okay, indices. Sorry, Dev's just checking now. Trigger tape connections for Bing X for FOREX. Bing X is one of the ones that we're currently working on the code at the moment as well. So just so that understand, what I've done is I've taken the old code and converted it into a very simple, not simple, but a simpler framework so that we can move it over to other exchanges easy. Bing X is on the list and should be on very soon. Thank you very much. Cool.
I had a question.
Sure.
Yeah, I was just asking, last month you had provided context on a halt scalping strategy that was really promising, but you never actually shared the settings. Or did it just, did you backtest it and then realize that it wasn't as good as you thought it was?
Okay, it may have been the one that, it was the one that I shared the screenshots of. It was like a hyper low time frame. Is that right one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So what I did, it was the one I was probably talking about earlier. It was a really low time frame. It's got a couple of confirmations in there and a bit of on-chain data. Now, at first, the low time frames scare the head out of me because like I say, every time I'm providing things it's not my money every time. I'm providing trading strategies to everybody, so I have to double check things and things like that. So I tested it. This about 2 or 3 days after testing it. It didn't look anywhere near as good, but I left it running, and it's performed well over periods of time. Like I said today, it's had 5 trades. I think it's probably had 6 or 7 trades now because it's popped up a couple of times on my screen whilst I've been talking to everybody. When I look back this morning, there was 4 trades out of the 5 that were successful, 1 which was a loss. It works with a DCA situation. So it's one that I'm just forward testing a little bit more before giving it to everybody, but I will start posting the actual trading strategy for everybody to play around with it and backtest later. They'll be next week now, but I'll post it in there so that everybody can test it, and then if it works extremely well, continues to work extremely well and everybody's happy with it and backtested it and optimized it, I will put it into the one because it looks like it's got potential.
Awesome, thanks.
No, thank you. Cool. Right. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to try, like I said, to do a strategy every day on YouTube next week. I don't know how that's going to go. Like I said, I'm trying to mix things up now that there's a little bit more organization with the website. I hope that that will answer a lot of questions, and I'm trying to answer as many questions as I go along. So whilst I'm coding, I'll be able to answer questions for everybody and hopefully get everybody started to the best of my ability. And then just code a new trading strategy. My idea was to code a trading strategy at the beginning, chat with you guys, answer questions as I go along. I'm not great at coding and answering questions at the same time, so I'll let you guys submit the ideas for trading strategies, maybe a YouTube video. You'll be able to submit it here, ideas here. I'll code it live on YouTube, and then I'll backtest it and I'll let it run on the optimizer for 30 minutes, an hour, to optimize it whilst answering your questions. We'll look at the results after an hour. We'll go through it. And then I thought what we'd do is I'd leave it overnight to optimize a little bit better, because obviously I can't sit on YouTube for a full day whilst the thing's optimizing. But I can leave it to optimize overnight. Next day, we'll go over the results, and then I'll code another one, and so on and so forth. And maybe at the end of the week, instead of coding a trading strategy, we could take the best trading strategy of the week, and then we can improve on it by adding some extra confluence or whatever. So it's just an idea that I had. I'm trying to, like I said, provide new strategies, answer questions, optimize, give best settings, all in the best possible way, and making it findable for everybody. So that was an idea that I come up with. Hope that it will all go all right. Yeah, no reason it won't, but hopefully it will. And yeah, so an idea, if anybody else has got any ideas of how that I can go ahead and provide more data and more strategies and better strategies in the future, please don't hesitate to ask. Also means that I can continue updating the boilerplates and things like that in the afternoons and things like that for everybody as well. And continue building, networking and things like that, so get free stuff for everybody.
And have you planned to use Botify for that challenge?
Absolutely. Yes. Thanks, MK. Yes. The idea was if possible to start with the maybe take 3 strategies, use Botify to find the 3 setups, find the one that has the most potential, then code that into a full strategy that we will then optimize.
No. Great. Well, I really think that a lot of members are going to be happy to see that, because I got a couple of questions last week on how to do that, but I think it's only fair for you to do it officially and show everybody how to use it. That's sort of a missing from the group right now.
Cool, thanks. Okay, yeah. And if you want to jump in at any time, you're always welcome. And if I miss anything, MK, just jump in and I will any time if you don't mind. I know that you've been using it quite a lot, so you might have some knowledge where I don't have. So, yeah.
Well, it's not that there's something that I know and that you don't. It's just that you're a developer, mate, and I'm not. And I think that it's going to be like easier for people to understand like my point of view. So
Absolutely.
I would be happy. Yeah, I would be happy to show you how I do it, because it's simple and everybody can do it. So that's what is going to be really useful for everybody, in my opinion.
Absolutely, I'd love it. Absolutely. And when I said you got knowledge, where it wasn't any disrespect in the slightest, I just believe that you, like you just said, I'm a developer. I have a weird way of thinking about things sometimes, and and other people in the group have much better ways of explaining than me. So yeah, if you can jump in at any time and don't mind giving your insights, that would be fantastic.
Okay, I would be glad to. When is that happening, actually?
So what I'll do is I'll do like the first ones on YouTube just to get myself into the move and understanding how it would work on Monday next week. And then I'll sort of like connect to Discord whilst I'm optimizing. Just give me a day to get used to it and understand what people want and need. And then I'll, like Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll connect to Discord at the same time so that we can sort of like chat at the same time. It's just so that so I don't make a muddle of things and make it look completely a mess on YouTube. If you see what I
mean. Yeah, of course. And in the meantime, I can record like a 5-minute video to show you basically how I use it.
That'd be great. I'll send you the new version as well as I'm updating it. I'll send you links. You can post it to anybody who you want. I'll send you the links as I'm updating it and give me any suggestions to improve it if you want.
Yeah, and while on the topic of upgrading, I love the fact that you're upgrading it, first of all, and second of all, while you're working on it, would you mind discussing a few minor improvements I have in mind for like a couple of months and I really want to see come to fruition?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Do you want to go from now or another time? Whenever you like.
Well, up to you. I have it all written down in front of me. I can copy paste it. I can explain it to you. Just let me know which works for you.
But I'm free whenever you are. If anybody else has got any questions, I'll quite happily answer the questions.
I just had one question.
Sure.
Is there any what would be the downside of incorporating something into like Trade Trigger like that would just activate hotkeys? Like let's just say like you wanted to, send the webhook from TradingView and it's like you want to just attach a hotkey for buy, hotkey for sell. Is there any like I know it wouldn't be as smart as the systems that are currently in place, but then it allows you to technically, trade on brokers that you might not have an API. It just I feel like it opens up the door to other testing platforms too that you don't have, and it's actually something I personally have been using with your system for like a a long time. I do it through a really wonky way where it's like I'm using webhook relays
Okay.
with a thing called Keyboard Maestro, basically,
Cool.
which
Okay.
is a way to webhook. Basically, I can webhook macro commands on a keyboard. So
Okay.
it's something I already do. I'm just curious if there's if it's a simple thing to do in like Trade Trigger, and if that would be something that other people would find useful. Maybe I was just curious.
Okay, I'm working on this project. Let me just refresh my browser. It should pop up normally, if I'm lucky. Is it going to pop up, or am I going to have to reload the whole thing? There we go. I'm working on this this project here, which allows us to have an overlay on TradingView. Whilst you're on TradingView, you have, I think this is what you mean, is like this kind of hotkey where you can press long button or short button, and it literally takes your information from trigger trade. So you go into the, it's actually one of these ones here, I believe. This one here. No, it wasn't that one there. It was that one there. It's still completely under development. Sorry about this. I'm trying to find the right button here. Which one is it? There it is. That one there. Okay. So you fill out everything inside your form as if you were in Trigger Trade with your APIs inside of this plugin on Chrome. Fill it all out, and literally, like you said, press a hotkey and it takes a trade. That was an idea that I come up with, allowing you to be on TradingView, and it will connect to Bybit, to BitGet, or whatever, and take your trade directly from TradingView. Is that what you mean?
No, what I'm doing is I'm sending a webhook from TradingView from the alert, right? I'm sending it to a webhook relay.
Okay.
That relay is then triggering macro commands on my keyboard as either Shift B for buying, or Shift S for selling, or Shift A for exit all position.
Okay.
And so that allows me to then have an open broker right on, say, a screen, and I can trade any broker as long as that broker allows hotkeys. I can then automate it without having to go through, say, Trigger Trade. But it's a pain in the butt to set up. You know, it's like it's not a simple thing to set up. There's no software that actually really allows you to go webhook straight to macros on a web browser or anything like that.
That's a cool
so basically,
idea,
I'm trading on brokerages that don't have APIs.
Yeah. Okay. That's a cool idea. Very cool idea. I'd love to see how you did it, and see how maybe how you've gone about it, and how we can offer it maybe to the other members, or do something together if you're interested. Yeah, it's a very good idea. Very good idea. It would help a lot of people if you're interested in somehow helping other people with it, or whatever. Would be interested in talking about it. Okay, it's a cool idea. Very cool idea. Well done. Never thought of doing it like that. Like you said, there's lots of brokers out there that have no APIs there is no API to access, so it's a great way of doing things. Never thought about it before, to be honest. Well done with thinking out of the box. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Those kind of things just make me think about things. Sorry, I was just sitting thinking about how well you thought about outside the box to get you wanting get what you wanted. It's great, fantastic. You've got an idea there. A very good idea. Anyway, right? Yes. Sorry. Okay. Has anybody else got any questions that I can answer before MKV666?
No, David, but I just had another idea for you because of this way the other guy trades.
Yes.
Maybe you could generate a sort of API from that broker on which you want to trade without the API from the website, so that it's actually gathering like the graphical information, so that's actually locating where the sell buy buttons were, so that you can actually get what you want, but more in a, without having to use hotkeys and potentially have it go wrong, but sort of have a confirmation, so that the visual information is maybe digitized in a way, and you can communicate it so that it actually is an API. Is that maybe a way to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'd seriously have to think about how we go about doing it. Yeah, absolutely. These are the kind of things that make me don't stop me from sleeping at nights thinking about these kind of things. Yes.
Sorry.
No. It's exciting. It's cool. It's a great way of thinking outside the box. It's brilliant, especially like you said for people that don't want to use the current where there's no API and they don't want to use the current solutions that are out there. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'd love to speak to you guys a little bit more about it. If Mr. Bones wants me to help in any way, I certainly am not into stealing ideas or anything like that. If you have, if you want to try and develop ways of building or anything, I'll try and help you the best possible way for anybody else in the group. Yeah, it's fantastic what you thought about, and both of you. Yeah, I have to think about it tonight a little bit more because. I'm not going to sleep much tonight, that's for saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I don't
you
sleep much anyway. Don't worry.
Just one more thing, but because when you say you want to be able to access different markets, I know I keep nagging you about it, but what about the meter trader integration? Wouldn't that solve the problem wholesale?
My problem from the very beginning of MetaTrader is finding a decent developer to help me. Just the amount of time that I've got is maybe it's something that I can stupidly ask ChatGPT and to at least get me started with it. I know it sounds silly, but it really does help with the beginning of a project. At least being able to send these kind of things to somebody else who can help develop. But sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Well, there are quotas maybe available for you to talk to at the MQ5 website. I mean, there's like a meter trading place where there's like the top coder. Maybe that would be a way to approach them.
Okay, I will write it down. I'll look this evening on their website. I kind of put a couple of, as you know, I spoke to the lady that you put me in contact with a long time ago. I spoke to quite a few developers on.
But she's probably too expensive, right?
It's not expensive. I think that she's just got so much work. The problem is they all have so much work. I think that the financial space is pretty hard to find developers in general. In general, they are expensive. It's one of the more expensive areas. Even TradingView, which is an extremely simple code to learn, it certainly is worth the money learning. When you look at TradingView developers on things like Upwork and things like that, they certainly are one of the higher paid programmers. So yeah, they're expensive. They've got lots of work on. You can ask William, who's here with me, works with me. One of our biggest pains is finding a developer that's got free time. There's free time in general. There's got enough free time to build more than just a simple trading strategy. Let me go and I'll go and have a look on the website again this evening. And I'll go to and see what I can do. I can't promise because, like I said, I honestly did try. I tried reaching out to the lady. I tried to I can't remember what her name was. It was a long time ago that I spoke to her. I spoke to her and
Valeria, I think.
Valeria, and even Vlad reached out to her a long time ago as well. Just finding people, the developers to do MetaTrader code is quite hard. So I will continue looking.
Hey guys, just a suggestion about hiring developers. I've got a solid amount of experience of hiring developers from such platforms, and I can highly recommend Fiverr instead of Upwork. Like, there's a massive price difference, and there are much more available people, and there are some really great guys. I can also send you the links of guys that I've been working with and just did an amazing job for they're not so expensive. Expensive is like, it's up to you. I don't know what's expensive for you, but I've managed to just achieve things that I would never be able to achieve on my own for prices that are pretty affordable by my standards. So if I can help, I'll be here. I'll be glad to.
I would love to see your the developers that you're working with, if you don't mind. If you don't mind sending me a couple, I'd absolutely love it, because I'm always looking for new people to work with. I haven't really. I'm a bit older, so with the Fiverr, I was back in the days of Fiverr when it really was a Fiverr, and it was not a great service. But I know that they've changed their pricing model, so it's no longer a Fiverr. So I will go back and have a look again.
No, it's working great, and
Yeah.
and the difference is massive. It's not like per hour. It's like it's for what you need to be done, and it's a value for a price for the whole thing, and it's case by case with every single developer. But I can show you the guys that I've been working with, and I can show you their code and their products, and if you like them, you can hire them for yourself.
I'd love that. Absolutely love that, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Sure.
much for everything.
Seems like I'm without a job.
Bye, Will.
Maybe it's even possible that one of these developers teach themselves what they need to, and then they have the prospect of, developing new strategies and potentially profiting, from it firsthand themselves.
Yeah. There's two kinds of developers. There's ones like myself who love trading and actually trade, and there's the other ones that just code as such. But yeah, I think that some of them actually do use the trading strategies, like you said, which I guess is a great idea. A good way of finding a good trading strategy is coding for other people. I certainly have found good trading strategies in by doing it for everybody here, myself as well. So, yeah. Okay. Do you want to go through to today, or whenever you want, MK? Whenever you're ready, whenever you want.
Yeah, for sure. And I've my mic is on. Yeah, I've also sent all of those in the Botify thread for ease of communication. So it's like four simple things for you to be able to follow up to. And I'm really happy that I think I saw a glimpse of it, but I think that right now you can close trades based on external input, if I'm correct.
Absolutely. So there's, let me put it up here. My idea, whilst building, I generally use things like the one that's on your screen, which is on is Market Cipher. Sorry. So I was thinking like a green dot is an entry, a red dot is an exit. So you now have an exit, a force exit, so you can continue using the ATRs or whatever. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, just coughing away here. Yeah, no, so you can either use the ATRs and they can still exist inside the trading strategy, or you can use force exit on something inside the indicator, or you can use both of them together.
Oh, amazing. Well, that's something that I really want to see happen, because with my strategies, there's like, I use it in that way. I basically use an indicator that is a confluence for entry, but is also a specific value for exits depending on the time frame. So that's something I have been waiting forever. Thank you so much for doing that.
No problem. It's TradingView. It's not a problem for me. No problem whatsoever. I'm looking forward to also getting these confirmations in. That's going to be cool as well as an extra one. Like when you gave me the list of indicators that I couldn't, some of them were closed, but maybe it wasn't you. Somebody else also sent me a load of indicators that they wanted to integrate it into Botify. Now you'll be able to integrate absolutely any indicator as the confirmation as well. So there, so
yeah. Cool, and you're not going to be getting like 500 messages per day. Could you do that for me, please?
The big problem is the limit of the number of lines of code that I'm allowed on, because we did this once before with the ABC strategy. We added loads of confirmation and confluence as such into the strategy, and we ended up like 2,000 lines of code, and eventually TradingView goes, no, you can't go any further. So so this means that we'll have a small amount of code. There'll be like 1 or 2 lines of code for each of these, and you can just choose any indicator, which makes it pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that was the first thing. The second thing was to include the old Botify value condition for all external inputs. For say a start long deal when value equals 1, that type of thing.
Did I remove it? Did I? Let me have a look here. So this was.
I think yes. I think yes.
So it wasn't these ones up here. Is that right? Oh, it's a crossover of value, was it? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Those are extremely useful.
Okay, so I'm adding that back. So I'm going to look back at the old version. So it's the value for entry. Okay, written down, got it down. Okay. I think you said that you put it into the Botify anyway. Okay, add exit, trade solved in new upgrade. Thank you. Okay, include old value. Is okay. Okay, I'll have a look at this one here.
And also, I have included in the Botify thread another, this template.
Yep.
Exactly. If you can open that, this guy did a great job of visually representing everything.
Yeah.
So if that's not something that I require, I just think it's going to be easier for people to understand the logic of the template in total.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Absolutely.
Not that you can open this. You need to load the plugin.
Sorry. Let me put that. Let me add it onto my screen here. Streaming and having. Okay, sorry about my laggy computer, but streaming at the same time as talking on Discord, sometimes a bit laggy. Okay, we have it here. Let me go over. This is the logic behind it. Okay.
So if you scroll down just a bit,
right,
see the external input section.
Yeah. Okay.
The way it looks, it's like really easy for me to understand and use. What you did is also great. It's also like really easy, but I think that for somebody that's not like a developer or something that's really not used to TradingView, this thing is just a bit easier to understand.
Okay. Yep. Got it. Okay. Got the idea behind it. Yeah, I can see. It's easier to understand. Yeah. Okay, so he's added it. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then he's added internal strategies here. Okay, cool. I'll have a look. I'll keep this on my page, and I'll have a look when I finish the call.
Yeah, cool. And
he's a very good coder.
Yeah, I've used this template a lot. It's great. It has like a good amount of libraries. You can use that for boilerplate, and you can use it for Botify as well. There's some value in that. If you have time, take a look at it. I think it might be interesting.
Yeah, definitely will. I'll try and get in contact with him as well, because he's done some really good work. I mean, his library that we used in the previous one is very good as well. I'll try and contact him to see if he would be interested in being part of the community as well.
I also saw that he, when he built it, he included in the comments that if anybody wants to upgrade anything, to just give him a message, and he did do it. He did upgrade it based on like user input and suggestions. So I'm pretty sure that he's like a cool guy. He would be happy to be a part of our community.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him after the call and see if he's interested in coming and coding with us or talking to us. He certainly does, like I said, some good work on, like I said, on the libraries that I've used with him before. So yeah, I'll contact him.
Cool. Well, so in order for me to put down my logic, I have one more like simple but specific requirement, and that would be regarding the break-even menu. What I want to do, because a lot of the trades that I do are based on risk to reward. I rarely use percentage or ATR, take profit, and that type of things. I mainly use the risk to reward, and it has been working great for me for like the last couple of 5 or 6 years already.
Okay.
And what I want is to be able to put my break even when a certain risk to reward is being achieved, and basically you cannot do that with the current settings.
Okay, so it moves up to the risk to reward of, let's say, 1-to-1, and then it trails afterwards, or it has another risk to reward? Is
No,
that no?
it's just moves stop loss to entry per se. But let's say the trade is a 2-to-1 risk to reward.
Yes.
When 1-to-1 is reached, I want to put my stop loss on entry, and that's it. Simple as that.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Right. Okay. I've been playing around with the break even. I can see that you've also added for covering fees. I've added that here. You've got some wiggle room for covering for commission, so you can cover for commission when it moves to break even. That's been added to the new version.
No way. That was my last point.
I got there before you. Yeah. So I saw on your message that in the fourth point. Yeah. So I will add the risk to reward as well whilst I'm playing around with the code. The risk to reward. So when it moves, so if it's a 2-to-1, if it moves up to 1-to-1 on risk to rewards at halfway, it will. You can kind of do that anyway, I guess. You could go use this one here, % of trade. That would work anyway. That would work if you use single take profit % of trade, and then you set that to 50% here. That would do exactly what you're asking for. So if it's
I did try it, but I didn't manage to achieve exactly that. I think it's
okay. Maybe the new update works better. I'll send you the new update. If it doesn't work, we'll update it and do exactly what you want. Because it would be 50%, so it would be 50%, which is one risk to reward of the one of the two. So I have updated it whilst building the wiggle room. I'm pretty confident it is probably what you're looking for. If not, we'll update it and add what you're looking for.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. That's so cool. I'm really hyped for that. I can't wait to use it.
No problem. I'll send it to you if you want to share with anybody. You're welcome to. I'll put it into the Botify room anyway, so that you and everybody else who's playing around with Botify can play around with the new settings. Just give me a couple of hours this evening to finish the updates and add some things. I'll also want to add. What I'll do is I'll try and add the confirmation, this bit here first this evening, the confirmation indicators. I'll try and add drop downs to these as well before this evening, and then I'll send it to you in the Botify room this evening for everybody.
Okay. I actually have a couple of suggestions for the confirmation indicators.
Yep.
They are somewhere in the communication in the Botify thread, but I'll find them and send them again. If you want to, you can include them as well.
Okay, cool, fantastic. I'll leave the 3 there for the static ones, and then I'll add the select your own, or add like 2 to long and 2 to short, so you can select your own on TradingView.
Hey, I have so I'm sorry for talking so much. I usually come in here, I don't say anything, but
no problem whatsoever. It's nice to meet you and talk to you.
One thing that I've noticed with a lot of your scripts, and I'm just wanting to bring this to your attention, is that if you put them on specifically in queue, right, exclamation point, which is kind of rolling contracts, or ES exclamation point in TradingView, the pips, and you try to put your pips to 1, the pips value in queue is not equal to a tick. It's like equivalent to like 10 points or something.
Now, I kind of was waiting for somebody to. Would you mind if I send you a couple of messages in private DM and ask your opinion on some things as well? Like I said, I'm not particularly. I'm very much a crypto trader, so I'd love to get your opinion on some things. Yeah, if you don't mind, if I send you a DM and we'll talk about how I can improve on that side of things.
Yeah, I sent you a friend request. All right,
Thanks very much. Cheers. Great. Let me accept that very quickly. If anybody wants. Okay, accept. Cool. Fantastic. Cool. It's been a good one, guys. Thank you very much for all the motivation and the inspiration for building these things and making them better. As always, like I said, I'm going to try and get in every day. There's a couple of... No, there isn't. Yes, there is some new comments. Marco, can you answer my question from above? Marco, about the... Sorry, Marco, I didn't see you. Might not be there anymore. Hopefully you are. Is there any updates on the smart money concepts? I've been working on the ABC pattern, the Quasimodo pattern, and all of those. Give me a couple of days and I'll try and get an update to everybody. I haven't spoken much to Scopes really. I don't know if he's about much as he was. I will speak to him. I generally try to send it to him first. If not, I'll just release it. I'm not sure if he's in today or not. No, he's not in today. If anybody is interested in beta testing the updates of the smart money concepts indicator, just drop a message to me or Vlad, and I'll give you the updates. I'll also post it into the beta tester room today. Cool. Right.
David, how do we know that a strategy or indicator has been updated? Does it actually show in TradingView, or do we need to check ourselves?
This is one of the reasons that I kind of built this new website to be able to find the information easy. This new website has an alert system, so you'll get an alert when there's updates. TradingView generally sends out emails. But I think because of the large number of indicators that I've got, mine don't send out as many emails sometimes. I'm not sure why. Marco brought to my attention that not everybody's getting emails when they're updating. So if you go over to the website when it's launched, if I pull it up over here, there's an indicators section over here. Indicators and strategies, and you can just literally, as you open it, it says subscribe, and you'll get an alert when there's updates every time. And you can choose.
But that website isn't live yet, right?
No, it will be live tomorrow, as of tomorrow.
Just one little bit of a general question. It's I've loaded up the debt zone strategy, and it has like really low win weights on BTC USD. Could this be that I need to deinstall it and instead use the dead zone within the one?
Well, so what I generally do is I code everything, and then we share it inside Discord. Above, I try to share them. This is a newest feature in Discord. If you go up here, you'll be able to find. My computer is killing me. You'll be able to find strategies by DaviddTech here. You'll be able to find my settings. Then if you go over to the Optimiser, you can import them using the Optimiser. I'm also going to be sharing them. Like I said, the problem is when I do the strategies, I share all of my settings at the time of building them. They end up getting quite lost inside of TradingView. Inside of Discord. So that's why I've kind of tried to build this website so you can find things a lot easier. Okay. There's also, if you go into the Optimiser room, let me find it. The Optimiser room, sorry.
Oh, by the way, why do we need the Optimiser? Why don't we just load it into the default? I mean, there's an indicator, you can scroll down and then load the info there, or is it different?
The Optimiser allows you to import Excel spreadsheets and literally do everything in one click. It's just because it makes things a bit easier for you. That's all.
Okay, cool.
And then if you go to here, if you go to Optimiser, oh man, my mouse is killing me. If you go here to the Optimiser results here, you can find a channel where there's the results of people that are happy to share their their optimizations. That have used the Optimiser, and it's automatically uploaded them to our community. So you can search for dead zone, and you'll find that there's it gives you an explanation. Here you can see it's got profit Sharpe ratio. This is the best settings, and here is the full optimization results, and you can import them with one click thanks to the Optimiser.
Yeah, very cool. Okay. By the way, are you looking to buy a new mouse, because you were just complaining?
It's not that. It's my problem is that my problem is trying to stream to Discord and also to YouTube at the same time. It just makes my computer a bit laggy. That's all. I need to get another computer, but I've got so many computers because I buy computers to try and optimize on and build things, and I've just got so many that my wife will kill me if I buy another computer, I think.
I'm in the same club.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, I don't think it's the computer. I think it's the box that they come in with, the polystyrene that ends up downstairs on the floor, you know.
Or the computers that just don't run, that are just sitting on
Oh,
tables.
man, yeah. Door stops. They're door stops, aren't they? Yeah, I know, yeah. I've got one behind me. Man. But I've always got good reason to buy a new computer. I mean, my mouse isn't fast enough.
You could probably get away with that. For
You
a lot
reckon?
of people who just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know my wife. You don't know my wife. She's French.
I do, when I tell you won't get away with it.
Yeah, definitely not. Oh dear. No. My wife, yeah. She wouldn't be happy with another computer. I mean, I can understand. I spend more time with my computer than I do with her already. So, okay. Yeah. So I will get all of this. I send it to everybody by email and also by Discord, so you can get all of these information. I'm not sure what time it is. We've got another quarter of an hour, haven't we? Is that right, Will, for Binance's?
Yep, another 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Binance will be doing their analytics.
Yeah, we've got Binance
Analytics,
in
sorry.
doing some TNA, which makes for a longer stream today. Yeah, so we've got, what was else? That was it, really, to be honest. I mean, I've gone through most things. I will get everything out to everybody via email. If anybody's interested in beta testing anything or things like that, don't hesitate to get in contact with me, Vlad, or William. Yeah.
Just for testing BitGet, if anybody is interested in it, just DM me and I'll add them to the group.
Hey, David, before you go,
Yes.
as soon as you send me Botify, the new script, I'll be testing it over the weekend, and I'll try to send you a video of basically how I use it. I hope it would be helpful. It might be a fresh perspective. I don't know. Let's see where this goes. And before anything, just thank you once again so much.
No,
Amazing.
Thanks to you as well. Thank you very much. It's great to find people that, like I said, think outside the box and to have the same sort of motivation as me for all of this. And no, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much for everything you give to the group.
Cheers, mate. All the best. Thank you so much.
No problem. Yeah, I'll stay around for another like 15 minutes anyway. If anybody's got any questions, I'll try and think of some things maybe as I go along, because obviously Jay's going to jump in and give us some TA from Binance. Things like Sean's course here. He's, like I said, a very nice guy. He does a lot of Udemy courses and things like that. Let me pull these up here very quickly. I mean, he's got his own Discords and things like that, but hasn't got much time to be into Discord. I think that's why he's also quite happy to be part of ours here as well. I don't know if you guys...
Now, in the introduction, we
guys hear
covered
that if I pull
what
that
this
up or
course is about. What is pairs trading? Well, we know pairs trading is
you
really
can't
about
think,
taking...
oh, well. I was going to put you through. It's not relaying over to Discord, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, that's... I suppose to give us a time to have a bit of water and wait for Jay to come along. Hi, Johnny. How you going, mate? I saw Johnny just come in. How you going? Oh. It's a bit quiet. Hold on. Your volume's extremely quiet.
We can barely hear you, Johnny. Turn it to 200%.
No, unfortunately, it sounds like you're like a mile away from your mic, mate. For anybody who's new to the group, Johnny comes in and does some TA. He's got his own YouTube channel as well. Here.
Are you sure you went into everything?
Did I not? Oh, the competition, maybe? Is that what you're talking about?
All right.
Oh,
You guys hear me
hi,
now?
Johnny. How you going?
Hi.
How's
Sorry, I
things
didn't mean
going?
to interrupt.
Oh, your mic's going a bit funny, mate. But you're
Yeah, it's
all right.
going
Carry on. Yeah, good. Nice to. We can. It's your mic's really weird and laggy, mate.
Crackling again, Johnny.
Yeah.
You know the issue.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So, what have I missed, Vlad? Let me have a look. You've sent me a message via WhatsApp, have you? No. No.
I'll give you a clue. Tickets.
Oh, tickets. Yeah. We're also going to Germany to the buy. I'll let you talk about it, Vlad. If you don't mind. If do you mind taking for 2 seconds whilst I have a drink of water? Over to you, mate.
Have a good sip.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
guys, unfortunately, I cannot donate through Discord. We've been searching for events that we can physically attend lately. There was one here in Romania, a crypto expo, and we pretty much enjoyed talking with people, sharing some experience, having partnerships with other businesses as well. And while I was searching for, I don't know, an expo within Europe or somewhere nearby, I just got a notification regarding an event happening in Germany, Hamburg. Hopefully I don't butcher the name. Blockchains. So Blockchains is going to happen at the end of June. If you can, David, access their page. Thank you very much. Chance. Okay. Yeah, that one.
There you go, sir.
Yeah, that one. So as you can see, it happens on 28th of June. It will be a 3 days event. We are also working on a deal to offer maybe some virtual tickets. As you can check for yourself, they have some packages, like if you're going to attend or if you want to watch from home. We will be doing a giveaway in our Discord to give away some tickets to our members. If by any chance is anyone for Germany or would like to attend with us and meet us by any mean, saying hello, exchange some thoughts on crypto, and maybe deep dive into some DaviddTech products. Why not? Together. Maybe we're better at explaining in person rather than on mic. Who knows? We can actually offer a few tickets to get to the event, and I don't know, hope for the best. I'm literally stoked about it, and I cannot wait to meet new people, and of course see how Hamburg is.
Yeah, I'm saying it's going to be fun. It's going to be the first event that we do all together. Looking forward to it, and hopefully, like Vlad said, if you're in the area, we'll be able to do a giveaway for some tickets to get in. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Anybody from Germany here? Anybody from close to Germany? Okay.
A little bit of Aries.
Yeah, and let's bet we can hear you better now, Johnny. Yeah. So we'll be attending that. It's going to be good. It's the first time in a long time that I'm lost for words, Vlad. I mean, all of these years I've been doing this. First time you've been able to shut me up, eh? There's also the giveaway for an iPhone for 100,000 members or 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah. I guess best thing to do is maybe stop the live stream on YouTube and just wait for Jay to get in. Oh, Jay's here anyway. He's just come in.
Oh, hello, Jay. Oh, he's on mute.
Yeah. Cool.
I guess bye-bye YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching in. We're back in Discord talking to Jay. I'll also record that. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been always a pleasure. Thanks for all the comments. I'll see you next week on the main YouTube channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.